Welcome to day 2 of stadiums in consecutive days. Today we're going to a single A Fredericksburg Nationals, single A affiliate of course, the Washington Nationals. Just some footage here of the stadium as we're walking in. I'll let you guys enjoy that for a little bit.
Come on, guys, we gotta get him! Someone get this man off the field! We got a game to be played! What is happening? Oh, we got Jason downstairs! Come on, let's get out of our seat and give us a big round of applause!
And here's the team taking the field, running around a little bit. The crowd, not too much of a crowd today, but it was a Wednesday night, so not much expected from a single A park, but they tried to get the crowd involved when they could, so credit to the team in Fredericksburg. Looks like a pretty bare-bones stadium, but I gotta say, as it got darker, the stadium turned a little better by the minute, and that backdrop was pretty good. Definitely better than Richmond, the backdrop. Instead of seeing buildings and stuff, it was a nice forest landscape, so that was pretty cool. Behind the stadium, you could walk all the way around it, so that's always a plus. I hate the stadiums that are divided into two. This was a nice little standing room only section too. Got us a nice close view, a nice place for kids to kind of run around on this turf. And there was also a little bit of a play set, which you might be able to see later on in this vlog. So definitely a lot of good standing room only sections and a lot of good seats in the stadium as well. This is the moment the game got interesting. A home run ties the game for Fredericksburg, and that is when we knew that this game was not over and that there was going to probably be a little bit more fun to go in this game. So a boring game up until this point, but this is when things got interesting. And here's just some footage of the mascot as we entered here. This guy was in play all day long, did a good job as the mascot. And here's some other clips of the pregame before we get to the end of this game. This team also went by a couple other names on select days. That's kind of something they do in the minor leagues. So here's some of their alternative logos. The favorite one, of course, was the Frogs. Make sure you stay tuned for the hot dog rating at the end of the video as well. Then we shift to the last inning. Fredericksburg was up by a bunch, just trying to get the final outs of the game right here in this segment. As you could tell, not a whole lot of people in the stands, but those who were here were passionate. There's the mascot right there, right above us. A foul ball kind of landed right above us a few seconds before that clip was taken as well. So definitely had to keep our eyes open throughout the later half of this game. Right there, there's a clutch strikeout, and that was the ball game. So that did it. 9-3 final score. Not any kind of celebration on the field, no light show, no pyro or anything like that, but not much you should be able to expect from a single A field. The attendance there, the ushers were pretty solid, again, trying to get the crowd involved. So good experience here. Here's a little bit of a statue that was outside the arena, and here is my wrap up. All right, so that wraps up our coverage of the Fredericksburg Nationals. Now, for a single A stadium, it was pretty nice, pretty modern. There was obviously a little bit of a decline in overall experience there. There was an overall decline in pretty much everything. But we are going to go over the scores now, and let's start first things first with the view. The view actually was probably better than Richmond. We are going to give this a 7 out of 10 on the view. It had a nice, tree backdrop. It felt like you were kind of in the middle of the forest. If you were in the outfield, you could kind of see some buildings the other direction, but it was a very nice view, and it did feel like kind of like a created stadium in MLB The Show. So that was nice. And as it got darker, I think the stadium started to look a little bit nicer. Now, for the hot dog 6 out of 10. This is about as bare bones of a hot dog as you could get. Just an average hot dog, nothing too special about it. It didn't, have that it factor that the Richmond one did. So 6 out of 10, and it probably would have been a little bit lower, but it was discounted for this game for a couple innings. They said it was $4 hot dog for this inning. We had to rush to get it. So not bad there. And then overall experience, it was a 7 out of 10. And let me tell you, Fredericksburg certainly clutched this one up because this was going to be a 5 out of 10 for sure. And all of a sudden, Fredericksburg started to get their offense going. Wilson was up the entire game, and Fredericksburg had a couple late home runs, a couple late big innings that got them the 9-3 victory. And let me tell you, the crowd absolutely enjoyed the end of this game. The mascot was great too, a couple times bumping into the mascot, and the mascot was having a good time, very interactive. So that also contributed to the pretty high experience score for a single A park. So 7 out of 10 on experience, 7 out of 10 on view, and 6 out of 10 on hot dogs. So pretty much the two most important things it scored very well on. So check out a Nationals game if you're in the Fredericksburg area. But that is going to be it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, and we'll see you guys tomorrow for Washington, D.C. for the first MLB game of this trip. See ya.
Do 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 do.